decide what side he wanted to be on. Now, one day, when it looked like the animals were winning, the bat walked to their side and said, "I am here to join you." Now, the animals of the land looked at Jack the Bat and said, "Well, we've never seen an animal that looks like you. What kind of animal are you? We don't think you're an animal at all. We think you're a bird." And Bat said, "No, I am not a bird. Look at my teeth." And he showed him his teeth. Showed him his teeth? Yeah, teeth. Yeah, he showed him his teeth. The teeth. Showed him his teeth. Okay. Oh, he just smiled. He has teeth. And he showed them his fur. Whoop, it's under there. And he walked around and he said, "Yes, I am an animal." So the land animal said, "We've never seen an animal that looks like you, but we think you must be an animal." And so they let Bat join them. Yep, so you joined them? Yeah, you did. Yeah, okay. It's like, don't ever take me to the museum again. I saw that at the museum, it wasn't really this much fun. Now, he stayed with the animals until one day, like all wars do, the tide turned, and on that day the birds were winning.
Time out.
They did not win that day. Not on that day, though. On that day, the animals just pretty much stomped it into the feathered water. That's, but they went home that night. They got a good rest, a nice sleep. They woke up, ate a very nutritious breakfast, had some vitamins, and then on that day, when they took the field, on that day, and only on that day, my friends, did the mighty birds furl their wings, and with great voice, on that day, the birds were winning. Now, when Jack the Bat saw that the birds were winning, he quickly walked away from his friends, the animals, and came to the side of the birds and said, "Now, birds, just like the animals, had never seen anything that looked like that before." And they said, "Wait a minute, you can't join us. Walk over here. We don't think you're a bird at all. We think you're an animal." And Jack the Bat said, "No, no, no. I am a bird, just like you." And they said, "Wait, don't you have teeth?" And Jack the Bat said, "Nope, got no teeth. Been you over the mountain?" And they said, "What's that on your head? Isn't that fur?" Jack the Bat said, "No, this is not fur. These are just really skinny feathers." And the bird said, "We still believe you're a bird." And then Jack the Bat had one last surprise. He unfurled his wings.
Open your wings.
He flapped. And Jack the Bat, he flapped. Jack the Bat flapped his wings. He flapped his wings. He's like, "Don't just flap your wings." Trust me, flap your wings and this whole terrible ordeal will be over soon.
Flap your wings.
And then he flew in a circle.
Flap in a circle.
Okay, good. He flew in a circle.
Woo!
I love you. You're killing me. And then he flew in a triangle. And then he did a standing backflip. I'm just messing with you. Well, the birds looked at Jack the Bat doing his aeronautical acrobatics and said, "Well, he can fly. He must be a bird." And so they let Jack the Bat join them. And that is how it went for the rest of the war. Whenever it looked like the animals were winning, Bat would walk to their side. And when it looked like the birds were winning, he would fly to their side. Back and forth he would go, depending on who was winning, until one morning, the birds and the animals woke up and had forgotten what it was like, what they were fighting about. They decided that having a war was a really, really bad way to spend a lovely spring day. So they decided to have a peace conference. So the animals and the birds came together in the auditorium at the Fernbank Museum of Natural History to have a peace conference, and nobody was unhappy. The animals were purring.
Stop.
Okay, those of you that actually said the word purr, you obviously don't have cats. You actually hear your cats make a pee sound, you should run very quickly. The animals were purring. Oh, yes. And the birds were tweeting. Okay, I'll let you slide on the T in between too. They actually can make T sounds. You guys ever heard birds go? You guys purr? Don't think so. But the birds were tweeting, the animals were purring, and everybody was happy. Now, when Jack the Bat came into the conference, he had a problem. What side to sit on? Now, of course, the land animals wanted him to sit with them. And the bird said, no, 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 come sit with us. And the animal said, no, 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 come with us. And the bird said, no, come over here. And the animal said, no, come over here. And so Jack the Bat kind of like stood right in the middle, and he stuck one wing up in the air, and he just kind of flew like halfway, you know, kind of like sideways. Now, it did not take the animals and the birds very long to figure out what Jack the Bat had been doing. They got very, very angry. The animals started growling it back. They started squawking angrily back. And the bat was so afraid that he flew away. And he hid in a deep, dark cave. Okay. Very good. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Okay. He flew in a deep, dark cave where he hung upside down. Wow, cool. He's doing it. And he slept very lightly, only coming out to hunt at night when he was sure that the birds and the animals were fast asleep. Very rarely see bats today.
Stop it.
Upside down, sleeping very lightly, only coming out to hunt at night when they're sure the birds and the animals are fast asleep. See, Bat learned a very, very important lesson that we all learn. And there, pirates! And there, someone's going to walk the plank. Yes, now they're both frozen. Hello, take your hostage back to the hostage negotiator with your weapon. We're almost done. We've got like 20 seconds left. And you're like, no, believe me, I can take you up and throw you like a sword. No, you have a sword, actually. So, wow, revolution. Ooh, you're going to be in trouble. Bat learned a very, very important lesson. In addition to never arming children with swords and cameras. Bat learned an important lesson from our story. When you try to be on both sides, you end up being on neither side. Being on neither side is a very, very lonely place to be. So make a decision, pick a side. It might be right or wrong, but make a choice. And let it be your choice.
No ma'am.
Like
no ma'am.
So you don't have to be hanging upside down, sleeping during the day, having your sword